That's what. Oh, how's your new year going? Everybody good? Anybody trying to lose a little bit of weight? I mean, I got like my Spanx on and like I got Spanx under Spanx right now. I gained a lot of weight last year. I'm not going to lie. Like I gained so much weight last year that I started calling this part of my body my Biff Tannen because it keeps pulling down my McFly. Okay. Yeah. I gained a lot of weight last year. I gained so much weight last year that my blue jeans are no longer blue. They're just depressed. Yeah. It's pretty sad. I did ask for help, though. I reached out to Jenny Craig, to help me write a suicide note. Yeah. I had so much boob sweat last summer that CNC Music Factory got back together. Isn't that exciting? It's really exciting. There's so much friction right now between my thighs that, like, they started their own electric company. It's called Cellulite. Yeah, that one's clever. I got so fat last year that if I married a Mormon, I would already count as 3 sister wives. So, yeah, fat jokes are good. Actually, I recently had weight loss surgery just a couple months ago. You can clap for that. I've lost 40 pounds so far. 40 pounds. And the way my doctor explained it to me, the procedure I had is called the sleeve. And he said, we're going to take your stomach. It looks like a lima bean. We're going to turn it into a banana. I was like, how the fuck am I going to lose weight if my stomach's a goddamn banana? Like, how does that happen? And he kept telling me, he's like, Jess, you don't have high cholesterol. You don't have diabetes. You're pretty healthy. Basically telling me I'm the healthiest and thinnest of the fat people. Which is basically like being the best smelling homeless person. Or like being a guy who walks into the room and is like, I'm the best looking rapist in here. Yeah. I'll tell you this though, I can't wait for the next 40 pounds because I'm really hoping to see the old girl again. Haven't seen her in a while. If I wanted to see her, I've had to take pics, which is just, it's been nothing but a guessing game. Up until this point, it's like, ooh, click, well, that's blurry. Click, well, that's my asshole. Click, well, that just looks like a dirty car wash. So, I'm just not gonna, ew. Not gonna send that to anybody. I've already started seeing the effects though of the weight loss. Like my husband took pictures of me at a show last night and my tits looked like pancakes. It was gross. I don't know why there's so many food metaphors when you lose weight. Probably because you can't eat any food. But I've lost weight before and it completely, when you lose weight, it messes your body up and you don't realize, like my doctor's like, you're losing weight, you're looking good, but your tits look like a couple deflated balloon animals. Really sorry about that. Like, I don't think you guys really understand the situation. Like, if I went like this, it would be like a handful of pennies in a sock. Okay? My tits are a weapon. Which is why when I go to the west side of Dayton, I walk like this. That's really good ab work. Should do that more. So, I work in the media, which is wonderful because my job is basically Facebook. I get to check Facebook comments all day long at work. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Facebook comments is where logic has gone to die. There's all these people in comments and they're like, well, my roommate's brother's wife is a lawyer, so I can talk about this intellectually with everybody else. No. People like mistake Google for like actually going to college and getting a degree, right? They're like, oh, I can just Google stuff, I'm going to talk about safety and law and all this stuff. Like they have a degree in it, but it's just degrees accredited by the Board of Yahoo Comments, which is still better than the University of Phoenix, so. Yeah, I work with a lot of people who went to school for social media, which I don't understand. Because, like, you saying you went to school for social media is like me saying I went to school for Marlboro Light and hacky sack. You know, that's just shit I did on the quad. That's what social media is. Those people need to go back to school and get a real degree like I did in communication, okay? It'll take you far. I really love how people think that working in the media, like, makes us these people who are... like in on all these things going on with different political parties. Like, especially during the election, people kept sending us messages like, you guys are all the liberal biased media. You're taking your directions from the DNC. You must all be in bed with the Clinton campaign. And I'm like, dude, this is Dayton, Ohio. The only thing anyone is in bed with are bed bugs, okay? Like, that's it. That's it. I know, it's really nice, though, that they think we could actually be part of a conspiracy, though. Because, like, we fired anybody who had, like, the brain capacity for a conspiracy a long time ago and replaced those people with young journalists named, like, Atticus and, you know, and they write, you know, articles about barbecue sauce. And like 10 different monuments in Dayton that look phallic. Like, that's like what they do. And you guys are laughing, but you know, our biggest story last week was about a depressed dog who became best friends with a duck. And you guys fucking clicked on it, so thank you for that. Thankfully, I also teach. I am a professor as well. Yeah. Please woo, because I'm an adjunct professor. I need the woo. That's part of my pay. I teach English, so I teach English to young people in their early 20s. And I just want to tell you guys this right now. I think we should all make a suicide pact. Like right here and right now. Like, because I've seen the future. And it doesn't know if it's there, or there. I had a student start a paper with this. Vaccinations have been controversial since the beginning of history. And I was like, oh, well, you know, first of all, I don't think cavemen were running around poking each other with sharp sticks full of chemicals and then getting upset when their Neanderthal kids had autism. I don't think that was happening. Secondly, when the fuck did history begin? Like, did I miss something? Did I miss the memo? Is there a year? I don't know. Is this student smarter than me? Am I the dumb one? Should I not smoke so much weed when I grade? I read that paper 15 goddamn times, okay? I'm still lost. Talking about weed, my students get shitty drugs. Really shitty. These young kids have these weird drugs now, like, they have weird names like Flocka and Gravel and Robitussin. Like, these are not drugs. They have one drug that will actually make you eat someone's face off. Yeah. I just want a drug that will make someone eat my pussy out. Like, that's all I want. If you're gonna invent a drug, that should be it. Right. And we should put it in her husband's water. That's what we should do. I do want to tell you about this one student. He's my favorite. I refer to him as my rapture student. Now, a rapture student is a student who is very religious. And all of his papers all talk about things that happen in the Bible. Like, I would say, do a description paper. And he's like, The sun turns to blood and the seas are boiling and the four horsemen and Jesus. And I'm like, oh, God. I almost had to turn him in for plagiarism of the Bible. But nobody knows who wrote that, so didn't work. Nobody can get in trouble for that. Who would have thought? So I did what any good teacher would do. I'm like, how do I fuck with this guy? Because I was raised Catholic. There's a lot of Catholics here tonight, which I'm like really, really happy about. I was raised Catholic, so I don't need a reiteration of Revelation. Okay, I know we're all doomed. Okay, I've been taught that since I was this big, so I'm like, how do I fuck with this guy? I started giving out assignments where they had to read about gay marriage, and evolution. I brought fossils to class. I teach English, okay? And I'm just like, fossils. I guess I could have done something like a spelling bee, like with words like paleontology, transgender, Tyrannosaurus. That might have been a little bit better. Might have been a little bit better. This has been a great show tonight, guys, hasn't it? I've had such a great time tonight. This is my home club, and I really love being here. I was talking about Catholic people. I think it's funny being the only other female comedian are Catholic. That's because we're probably sluts. Comedian and slut go hand in hand. But February 14th is a big day coming up, y'all know? You guys know what the fuck February 14th is? What is it? Someone said Ash Wednesday! Yes, it is Ash Wednesday. It's not Valentine's Day. It's a fucking made-up holiday. It's Ash Wednesday, which starts the beginning of Lent. Where's my Catholics at? Yeah, you guys know. If you guys don't know what Lent is, it's where Catholics get to act like they're better than everybody. They're like, I gave up chocolate, so I'm going to get right into heaven with Jesus after 40 days. I just give up shit that I don't do anyway, like fucking my husband and smoking crack. That way, I win Lent every year. Check that off. Win Lent. Oh, being Catholic was... I went to Catholic school. Did anybody else go to Catholic school? Yeah. Oh, you didn't... Oh, well. Usually you say, yes, I went to Catholic school. You don't say, no, I didn't. Oh, but being Catholic, Catholicism is this religion where you go to church in between drinks. And they start giving you these drinks when you're like 8. And then they keep giving you those, at least 3 or 4 times a week, and that's probably why all the Catholic girls are slutty. But it might also be the plaid skirts as well. I hear a blowjob from a Catholic girl is just heavenly. I think it's because of all the kneeling they made us do at church. It was like, all right, the Lord be with you. All right, I'm back up. Okay, now I got to go up here, and now I got to go back and kneel. And it's like you're down here trying to take a breath and, like, get some air, and then someone comes along and puts a dick in your mouth. I call it Catholic calisthenics. That's what it is. Oh, god damn, I haven't done that joke in a while. My ankle hurts. I don't know, but being Catholic, it's not all plaid skirts and unplanned pregnancy. Even though those are, like, the best parts. Contraception is, like, a rule. You're not supposed to use it when you're Catholic. Well, I mean, the church calls it a rule, but everybody else just calls it awesome. So... Yeah, you're like raw dog. Oh, the one great thing I love about being Catholic is that I can do as much bad shit as I want as long as I do that one good thing of going to confession. It's a lot like Adam Sandler's body of work. A bunch of shit And then The Wedding Singer. You guys like Adam Sandler? Fuck you. He outlived his welcome a long time ago. A long time ago. How are you guys doing? Have you had a good time sitting up front? Did you get any banana on you? Yeah. I think that because there's banana up here, that's why my banana joke didn't go over so well. So I'm pretty angry about it. The other thing about being Catholic is that you're supposed to have like a shitload of kids. And I'm not doing that. First off, I'd have to get my husband to have sex with me, which like would require me to wear deodorant or something like that. But secondly, when women get pregnant, they get fucking crazy. They're nuts, right? I'll give you an example. I saw a preview for a show, and it was called Extreme Birthing. Okay, and what this is that a woman has babies in natural settings because apparently some woman went into the woods and shit out a kid and put it on YouTube, and it got 20 million views. I would like to think that just one sick motherfucker watched it 20 million times. But no, it's gonna be a show. And to me, like, having a baby in the woods doesn't really seem like all that extreme. I mean, like, maybe if like a bear delivered the baby and then like an eagle swooped down and picked it up with his talons, and then the dad came out and like shot the eagle and got the baby, and then he had to go to court because he shot a bald eagle and that's illegal. Like, that would be way more extreme. Or like having a baby in the middle of rush hour traffic on I-75. That would be fucking extreme. Or like having a baby and then like as soon as you have it, like make it chug a bunch of Mountain Dew. And then like you put it on a skateboard and you roll it on a half pipe. And then Dan Cortez is there for some reason. Oh, my young people don't know Dan Cortez. Okay, Shaun White, like, maybe that would be a better one. All right, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me that's pretty personal, but it's gonna be the last thing I talk about. And it was me and my dad were hanging out, and we were drinking, you know, Catholic. And he told me, he said, Jess, I'm gonna tell you this. And this is what it is. You were conceived in the back of a Pinto in 1980 during a movie at a drive-in, and that movie was The Empire Strikes Back. So basically, my father was telling me that Darth Vader is my father. Which is fucking cool. Because I love Star Wars. I love it so much. You guys like Star Wars? Fuck yeah. Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but like it's becoming like really commercial now. Because it's like everywhere. Like even Big Lots has like knockoff Star Wars stuff. Like they have like a Yoda doll. Yeah, they put it on everything. Like I went to buy some feminine products, and they had Maxi Padme Amidalas. I bought them, of course. And then I went to Hustler Hollywood recently because I needed batteries, and they had this vibrator there, and it was called the Darth Invader. And it had a special button for the Force. But it was like $500. I couldn't afford that. Couldn't afford that. And then they had like, they had a bunch of Chewbacca Merkins. You guys remember Merkins? All right. No Bush people here. That's fine. That's fine. They had a whole bin of, I think it was condoms that were supposed to go to Kentucky, and they were on clearance, and they were called Luke's Gonna Lay Ya condoms. It's an incest joke. Yeah. Incest is funny. You know it. Oh, you guys go to Wright State? Yeah. Oh, great. I don't work there, so don't tell anybody. Yeah. They had, also at Hustler of Hollywood, they had these videos for squirters. And they were called CRP Volume 3PO. So those were selling out. But if you wanted to stay dry, they had Millennium Falcon talcum powder. But the thing they had that I did actually buy was Ewok Viagra. It was called Chub Chub. You know, for your nub-nub. All right, guys, I'm going to bring your host back up. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. You guys have been amazing.